it is people's career.
We know we no.
People's career. Me no nya yeti he no. Yeti ase.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one way animu no. Ghana for ankasa be the volley here then.
And because of African games, you know.
It's what we have to do is say we need to make sure say how many national teams do we have in this country?
Yeah.
Other sports, other sports disciplines, There's some of friend lesser sports view because every sports discipline is a sports discipline. And yet what was saying. Can we say abayin taxes are Fidelity Bank Triana. Now because of national volleyball team yes slash 20% from the taxes now Fidelity Triano. Henceforth national volleyball team no Fidelity Bank Modia.
No go do follow the answer mo. Why?
Yeah. They don't do for.
The like my dream with the house. I check a member in the phone to find dream now. Anyway, that's a far TV. And I have
God is king. Your love is
Agrobasa. Memini debia 9 p.m. Ni echa repeat ejo debia 9:30 p.m. Ewo Onua TV so. Nyumeko amaso ya saying, Eye Platinum Plastics Limited. Reflow sanitary pad.
Out mosquito spray. Any coil.
Darling lemon drink.
XYZ wine.
Onua TV. Ye dwene ho pa.
Midin yo hima echampoma mejina eye Onua Foundation anemu na masre Ghana fo a ehye mesesi a wo mo wokrom hane wo mo a ewo echichiri benche se ye nuanom a wo mo ketu south enche bia ene yete se ensuo atwi afa wo mo efie mu je se obi bia ete mantem honmo na krom honmo no wo mo dan ase kra wo mo je mo hia enye yie ene ejapade awodo ena aseye enunti wo me say ya adesre na mede etunwenim se kakra bi ambeke kamonsase na yetumi edi apagya womo asan agina womo na so biom enu ntini mesremo number si amede eto abontin wetumi asende kakra bi a wode be mabia yebesom 05988704446 05988704446 wo sende no edi ebeba eye Onua Foundation ka hu se wo bua wo nua no yankopon ho soso pompa ebo ede wakoma so no bele ni nyina ede amount na eno fi ho no ma bia wo pese wo ye eye bank transaction na number eye account number wo betimi ede ato no pacho UMB Osu branch ehonum ena wo sende ede akọ eye 111030428674 111030428674 Onua Foundation yesi nia wo de be pray bia no ye be som anyakopon hira bebre
me body ni me yena kuma swapedie nyina de ma no wa bra men kasa ho na hanso de abribia na ojadem me yenia metimi bia se ne ebuhien ebenye odo ene nkabon abribia na bibia me ye emebusuafo ani gia abribia ewe busia bia mu no asoba asede ena me evident mafato me ho so se meye ede ama triparty abuhien Medame funi epie ukruwan kratemon uzi edwalai se no hwe nim se ne babema ene bewo wono se se menya ne babema ni osefata so begidin baabia ene ne basanju ene emehu abufo nti ni obedi kura no obetuegu Raja Beta yina no pebia edwada ekosifiada 11 am ewo Onua TV so
Onua TV ye dwene ho pa.
then I made me
Ivan DBBA.
Everything goes.
We are saying on sanity. What day?
Chairman.
I say a kind newspaper check.
Papa. Last week the back could be firm. Yeah, friend be Daily Graphic. Paper be Daily Graphic. I say you know Kofi Amabua, Oil Lands and Natural Resource Minister. I say government to stop issuing prospecting license to small scale miners.
And one excellent.
I we cry there too. I check chairman. But this like how they are the dada. And Okada riders who say na manifesto promise. It's His Excellency John Mahama say best set new rules for the Okada riders. In fact, I know the necessary power. Now so na more Okada more to no. We no say the Watemaka. And Ghana risk losing EU timber export license. Parliament yet to rectify.
There be yankasa timber na yempese biumbeko.
And I say what happened say yenye say.
And timber license be akura mbabium. Me timber nka.
I say man why dey.
I wouldn't timber nwa ha me nwade sisi o.
O metwa dey ko Burkina na yi mo mu dey akwa.
Oh, ye chiwa na ye watu.
Enti eno ne name the front page of the Daily Graphic. Na ye for free. Ghanaian Times. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the picture Bohabu picture where say monopa shen. No last compliment donor support. Na I say we research and innovation. President Mahama to African countries. I know added the John Dramani Mahama edeba. Na the picture Bohabu say very funny. You see, mining policy under review to meet current dynamics. Kofi Amabua picture the one we say no him. For no here so you trust no signal. Tell me. Adena. Oh, there be. Let the actual also do.
No, Baba kuna ohonu there.
Oh, Jema. Oh, here no signal there. Oh, here no signal. Oh, here no signal there. And then you have a journey Kofi Amabua ne perform can be no sustain key interventions to improve lives of women, children.
President Mahama didn't hear African leaders na mo kojiskara na mo di no. Jemi fafofro.
Na Daily Guide. Say propaganda na number here. Say Kusi no question Ofosu Kwache over air-made flights flight number on the page says security operative rates Baomia's ADC's house.
Very good.
Oh.
Obi afie yetimi ready. When nya dey ye kase ye ready ufia. Se blata kwa ready ni fie. Ti ready ufia enya hwe. Na dey be won.
Iti fojo. Sofo.
Ono wa tra sofo moko. Iti fojo.
I will use sofo ana.
Oh ye baller sofo papa. I'm telling you.
Oh,
no, these are the guys. No. Oh ye baller sofo. These are the crofo what system ni mu a. Wọ́n ṣe da fa Yesu Kristo sọ ọmọ bra panin ẹna ọmọ de nam kuro nim ẹna ọmọ de Yesu edi nsehunu kuro mu ha oya ball asofo. How can you tell me say whole reverend minister wo dwena oman ho cause security ho na kwa trend say ma wa say no dey me nko because I was speaking on behalf of one. You were speaking on behalf of who?
Oh
na we friend sofo moko a yesa akwa bia so nta say oh yes sofo baller
aye ẹnu na wo ka se mi so wa say fake currencies found in Bank of Ghana boxes.
Oh, me dem boss say me say Bank of Ghana governor no. Me busa a simple question and no pay. Bank of Ghana boxes na de krasika ba no. 301 boxes na buy no. E wo hin cause empty ones ni bi woni fie.
Sir.
Onua ya we. On the fa newspaper. On say Bank of Ghana box na de krasika no.
On the fa newspaper.
Empty ones no. We will use security film or the far newspaper or the far book, the books and the far documents in the fee. What is the guarantee say your books now the goom now the coffee and empty now the box they see now
the newspaper no the kwakwato but they have to try
when him says our boxes now the classic dollar ne pounds ne cities ne ba no there's a way, a legal way of disposing of because obi enya na otimi FOB seal no asset sika bi e won bia is assumed to be genuine.
Oh, okay. Because we there.
And a whole governor, who was a Sadia Kogu fee, and then a Bank of Ghana, Daka, the Cressica box, Eco PNS, Addison, if he.
Peter, your mammy, Coco.
Number 2, national security for Brent to be actually, I mean, can't baby order. Minimum the uncle for years, Senate a flat no one as one on them. Japan made Charles Aquana, I did can on an Senate flat. Tamuna made baby on them. Upon your own to me, and baby, or Janet could be to lie be or one of a commerce actually. A one on them. A one on them. National security for chain, no. $50 million. Fake. And then one if office.
Fake.
$50 million. What do I do? They trade with the Bank of Ghana. I am saying it. They trade the fake dollars with the Bank of Ghana.
And this is the lean.
They trade. Mamin generalizing. They trade fake currencies with the Bank of Ghana. This is what they do. Nice. I am saying it. My name is Blessed God's Brain Smart. When I try to Francis in the say the newspapers in the bro, we are met to us. Bomb yanko.
What the
Anti-Colonial Francis. Where Onua Francis school no be any. Faobako. We are unyam tawate. We are beshim. Onua Francis ne down. Faobako school papa na sum ye mra obana nim. Kwada ne bebre nam Ghana hadwen na ye basa oka ye se mayenka. Ghana pena kwada wo class 6 portrays am say busan say who is the mother of Jesus?
Now, what's your master's question? To use about what's your question? Go for say boy, am I say get true or false?
Who is the mother of Jesus? What is the name of Muhammad's first wife? I know a questioner. You have the solving Ghana problem, me. Who is the father of Jesus? Exam, sir. And quite throw JSS 1. No one knows what Tron Kakraka. Joseph, who was a carpenter.
Chairman, I'm a me teacher, be there or JSS or your friend Kuntash. We will feed that. Then they give your friend if one. And or the by exams, if wise man get true or false. Now they must so more na cultural force. Obi to know so maybe bet you be bo.
What's that you talk?
Would bet to so Obi Maakye Onua sama extra massacre ho.
O my yetima Obi try final year level 400. Near man multiple choice.
And there.
AB, what be that? University final year level 400.
Serious. Last
80 Bank of Ghana 7 tie. One with the fake currency the Bank of Ghana. Na Bank of Ghana J. And one with this fake ni kono. No one more original currency no more the call. Evidence or videos or and we are channel and come here them James. No more we are. Na Bank of Ghana shall be catch Ghana for say banks and AJJ fake dollars bibri yaba. Fake currency bibri yaba. Into a more question. Tisikana Bank of Ghana for started share from 2018 in ano. Boy fake dollars or mutredi. Oh, they think we don't know. We know. Oh. Me say boxes ni go and as Addison fee. On chain of us could be in the fee.
Oh, okay. But final one will have
Uncle Chief Justice Uncle.
Oh, now I'm carry.
Uncle. I'm a man carry Uncle.
Oh,
and yes, I did you why.
Now I'm a man sorry no be a
man carry Uncle. On just your uncle.
What a man carry. John Mahamani
Uncle. Chief Justice Uncle. I don't just your uncle.
See the
newspapers nasa.
We bring over to the ni aka idea say we
alata ni idea.
Na we akwana ke somebody hwe mutu pa. Agwa we. Ke somebody Daniel Patrick pa. Bono hwe mutu.
Ka we 3940 no na masa.
Next time na ona jumwa da ho. Me jumu da ho pa. Good board. Game changer. Aye.
Want some cover time ni ho.
Oh, no bet.
No bet bobochi.
E no match na mo say owo he.
Ada no bi say mo de na fin kran. Obi a wa man bill no. You say at 2024 December ni mu no my instruction says when to me am meeting the bail bond na yen transfer in free cell na or no enti obi or that cell one can you transfer in Tamale cell
Gan police for na yesade no
that's why na can
boko there.
And I know no sister Penny Febu say how did I survive under MPP
the gods are not to be blamed. Sometimes the gods will be crazy. We are business analysts. Bank of Ghana engages Guta on microeconomic and stability growth. And the brofos are Lands Minister tax PMMC to ensure mining sector operative effectively. And Rich Hospital saga. Hey, as this pharmacy pops up, as I say, over alleged extortion of patients, panic grips, top officials as Yoko widens investigations. We're betting. Technically, Nema, a war graphic in one, and person in one. But then I may do one more interest in CJ there. No,
sister, the uncle in Yashi on the Yashi. Captain,
said what damn malami.
I am fine. Boys, he needs to see me. God in a jabby. Share a Mauli, share GH boy. Oh, you be a sissy, so as I knew you, so you will be. But me Jaya, there, but they are there. Time be able to be the menka, but sometimes you have to smell like them.
A national security operative back home. A friend of your boy or Kumasi Airport or Simen Country Social.
New ones now, but
new ones or Kumasi Airport.
And the old ones they say,
oh, when you say, oh, I say some normal to Sunday.
What the bag is one of the truck, now with the bag if you play the move and block bag in the fit truck or so, Baba dad. A Kuriban bag, mamma, no, so no.
Oh, Sunday, no. I'm not coming to me about. You're every 5 person to be recognized.
Also, to Argentina.
Honorable Quaba, the Mamma Quaba, the idea. Oh, the software are your partisan.
Was I didn't have this of all?
I mean, besides, with the software,
I mean, this of
because I saw for them your policies.
Yeah,
no, but on the most
April Fool software, I'm from channel.
Sir, April Fool software.
Yeah, I say it was 1st April. Now, it was 1st April. The April Fool, no.
SK Boa for no a software MPP.
Hey,
Aaron Michael or a software MPP.
Yeah.
And Yansafue more or a software MPP. In Tim Ford was a software MPP. I do want his lawyer software.
Decking.
And I musical too. And you know what double citizens double.
Oh, that's all the door you government official. You come to watch it. I come now watch it.
I do something like that.
Reverend to Kusi watch it. That's what
that's all so MP. Oh, Opoku ina so MPP software.
Wa ban mo sen nyina.
Software to be bought by embassy. Back from Hanema.
And these are things that you expect second if I bet now you're writing the narrative. So yeah, coming back and it will be some way. But the way a manner they're going about things, you know, it's so annoying, you know. And because majority of the people are emotional, they think they can capture.
You see emotions now, naturally. I haven't. No, because I was starting April Fool's of 40. Maybe I person on the
Captain, I mean, chair what you for.
And then free range. Maybe I person to forget.
Me chair what you for. No, I for so. Now, Omampeni is actually the president of the Republic of Ghana. Was your Chelbia. Now, and the Ghana for us to say, Mpaiboa, Omodi time, Omampeni John Dramani Mahamachi. I'm our winning power in 90 days in government. Omampeni is Excellency John Dramani Mahamabedio Mampeni no. Boss ya odi ma any social contract odi ma Ghana for no. Captain, we waka sa bit ma aja to say oye obo ejuma no so. O hwe e-living na o so obe council no repeal act no I cancel. Back tax say e ko. Link government e ko. O hwe in the school feeding program ya timi asoso so. Ama say be o ma increase. And then
menu kase nursing training allowances they say as a reinstate ama anya good source of funding e dia mom national service for a scandal be see hono ya tumi asese ano ama ya tua yenkwala na omo national service personnel no na onti hwe na omampani John Dramani mama ya dia ya ni da ho a ye pese ye bo man no enkwado mpempen so benti ye de as a people in government no ye ntra ho emma obi embe false allegation embe said the reputation of this country as Ghanaians. Unim say some years ago sa no mo de ntro mahama ye incompetent or ye way omuni nam ho ama 1 million Ghanaians ato aba against omampani John Dramani mama wakwatena ho asa suanyansa like how do you say it as I corrective normal bebre say by ama Ghana for about 2 million Ghanaians asa kwa aba in addition against 1 million and here there near koso who can April Fool suffer no team for jo asema e be see no me there I've always say and all kind of gods are not to believe when say ola rotime natural
yeah
okay assembly was it it's ignorance that made a rat to attack a cat because any ignorance so a rat can never in any day decide a rat can never in any day attack a cat and here there ye near branya agro na here captain unim say menu ti okrom ha no ye nyina yenim say France as a government omu wan hye bi omu dia to say if it come to issue of money laundering a bit ma restriction bi Ghana am yam no e be brepa and international community in robonia sama ye kai say who design roboni the two abembe so e wo krom ha ayade a ye nyina yenim say enoma bebrebe si ama Ghana krom atochima and yen are the people on the street yemma obi ntra enye obi de say ni ba was street enum cocaine obi atibebi oya cocaine yen nyina nim say enkofe ba ko school Ghana ha pa onim kimbu onim so ko kimbu echi a then ko anya cocaine for people with drug peddling people who that's sneak cocaine omoye dondamant omo and the same time na enkofe bi ko kimbu senior high no an allegation was true why onim no ko kimbu senior high and dem abedi mampani okrom ha na media we are very serious as people of yes me from Kwanta
okay
yes
oh maybe we start question what
yes from Richard Manoribi
okay
yes
and ko Kimbu no
no say wa unim say ko Kimbu the back of Kimbu senior high unim go for mugugu ho and there was allegations in this country against people in these drugs things there was allegations against in this country against some other drugs and you know some time of this country now 8 years because of lack of credibility in presidency one was say ebre okromha and in that down the enya dey be diagro hwe ye okromha mampani ba okromha be dada Ghana for was there also by one village one dam obey one this said $1 million per one constituency na me can say and trona na omo twa ye ama Ghana for atu aba atiam no san trona na omo person from ba mampani John Dramani mama amambu so we will not sit down and let it go and then but say nkofosi asema abayi ayedenti na ye security agencies in kasa na captain tama na me nambu na chaska for mantane campaign say policeman ho tama na me nam ayi bofodu campaign so obi ani ho tama na me na nipa hiambo a campaign no na obi ani ho me call villages to constituencies extra Ghana for say ni o mampani John Dramani mama say oba be yeni and he say obi person on afin enfam gu omampani John Dramani mama so a mean now also security agencies embe investigation and some man want to trouble and I want to say there's no way I will do it in that way. I must expose the ignorance and the lies of the person sebi ye wo krom we nyina nim sanka sakawa for na omotumi ye 419 and it was that those days who can say those days now na do bekasa na all the fraud was the chairman bekasa
oh
yes, it used to happen. Yes, and they almost say, oh, chairman Bekasa, they will not go to do any fraud that day because chairman want to talk. Because he has fraud the Ghanaians as a whole. I'm telling you, and I can't have some fraud here. Now they okay, $50 million. You know my cocoa Sweden can say. Chairman Bekasa, and that those days are chairman Bekasa, fraud was sent Kwejumano at home. We have a serious president, so if you are a man of God,
with all due respect, I will want you to withdraw that.
Oh, Captain, what's the mean withdraw? But I make catch on say you will Kromha. I know what me village, me constituent, $1 million. Me go to Abamawa, Manya, why am I one fraud me?
What's it?
Me tia. What chance me constituency. Me to Obama $1 million for 8 years, $80 million.
So you can say the leader of the fraud administration.
Well, let me say chairman, but
Zanado as a chairman.
What is it?
As a chairman, who modify the
I better chance.
Maybe to come her.
Fraud boy is the chairman. They are not you.
No. Say me.
But anyway, we withdraw.
Yes, we withdraw. But you see, Auntie say, "Oh, man of God, the people of Asim North are to Abamano."
Asin or Asin South?
Asin North. Okay, that's Asin South. That's the question. Asin South at to Abamano. Now, Bambraso be Jomono. The micro minority, I will say, we are software. Now, software, we are being so called and Cronoka. And when you now decide to say, would you go in the committees called leading subcommittee on defense and interior in Parliament? Joe, the people of Asim has honored you. Your party in minority has also honored you. Now, say, assembly or una was you. Captain, una was you. Say, plane there be landing or airport. Me na me who. Me need my Ghana Airport Company. Me need my civil aviation. No man penny John Dramani no ni una wakwa una assembly about what to say the BS one wakwa share. Na captain say who question not plane this dam ho. Esi one who so say. Una was you so say. Cocaine wo ho. Why didn't you call the security agencies immediately? Somebody arresting microphone. In a reasonable way, isn't that what to do? So meaning the minister MPP any ensure the it's about Mali no we. They are very addicted to lying to the people. So we will not sit down for any person to undermine the credibility of President John Dramani Mahama and NDC government. We must expose them for them to know the fact. Captain, someone who the fact of the issue.
Monsieur, Ivan and Shemita.
Captain.
Or has he ever bought?
Captain, that's a who to know. I was I know my words now. Me on no claim kilos ni amount of money na cocaine na woman. No be a one cocaine. Who the number of kilos and an amount that it was in the container. In the flight and one country will be a plane 2 years no and why joining them 1st April by before 12 o'clock no April Fool would have been to other than Ghana for Camudio. After the on Mampeni John Dramani Mahama with his credibility to protect the integrity of this country was he collaborate with the security agencies for investigation to be done. Captain, isn't that the best way? After the old running, why are you running?
It's for your right.
Why? What right do you have?
Right.
Is the commander-in-chief of Ghana Armed Forces and my instructions.
And I'm on tonight.
Say, bruh, come and collaborate. Come and collaborate. Come and collaborate with the security agencies.
That is some
so due process be full. There's some more.
What are you talking about? We are
so releasing man or releasing the man.
Or releasing one man.
Captain, Minister Speaker, yes, sir. Due diligence. Captain, our immunities, but there's a limitation to this immunity. Sir, you put the state into danger. On a red alert. That's when you say Ghana, international community, take this issue serious. They can put the state on red alert on drug peddling, and it will affect the economy of the nation. Just the political interest of so, only the minimum say collaboration with the security agencies. I'm an investigation and due diligence. But this will say, or be an letter, man, Captain. Now, in this your media house. Now, media general, now my show is who are host of the show. Now, the following issues will be now maybe MD. And I'm see you far from flowers. Oh, no matter to Chimaha and Jaya Brana, Ombebuana, Omoya Shoni, Yabakas amount to let amount Juma. That is disrespectful. So you can't disrespect the president's order. And here, as people in government and NDC communicators, there, we will tell the people, say, the credibility of President John Dramani Mahama still stands. The credibility of this country still stands. Also for trouble it's just to disgrace the NDC government and the nation as a whole. And then we will not allow Obimeye. Now say about one of your sister stations. Sami Jenfi Bisano of the evidence on your hands or joining for studio. You went to the studio to go and tell the people said the information you had. But Obi Bissau said evidence, remember. All they could do is to run away. See, we are not joking in this country. The Consensus Party days is gone. The days of Kenke Party is gone. It's now the days of reckoning and accountability and credibility for the nation. And here, Captain, Obi Anyabutre. Now, ye nim nkofua cocaine dealers of Chrome Hamuye. Maybe the deputy commissioner of NACOP. Okay, previously the MP before no cocaine issue, but they don't report it. They did not report it. That is not kind. The commissioner said it. And then you want to put the NDC in the space of cocaine. We have records and evidence of your administration, what you did in drug peddling. And so, if you're an expert in drug allegations, don't bring it to this government. We are very focused, and we will not disappoint Ghanaians. Ghana for mom, don't take him serious. So when you saw a serious here, you should cooperate with the security agencies. Now you share information now. You are a ranking. And at this point, you can even lay a question in Parliament for the Interior Minister to come and answer. So we interested in it. All this opposition say the most guy, so for guy. We show information. They say they own more track it. And people track evidence and information in this country, and they were credible. Now, how many times did you go to court? How many did the police chase you? But because your information is right, they can't do anything. Almost a uncle. And I didn't know an uncle. Check me as a PR person. We all know, say, mis and disinformation is dangerous than HIV. I don't know, sir.
Sir?
Misinformation is dangerous than HIV/AIDS. It is the most deadly disease on earth. Misinformation. That you are holding onto information and are not giving to people. Or you have information, you disseminate it wrongly. You remember the Rwanda war, what happened? It's not misinformation.
Oh, yes, sir.
Will you remember the 8 years in suffering under Nana Danko Akufo-Addo? Was not misinformation. And yes, sir. And so would be misinforming the public, said they were credible managers of the economy. Look at the number of people that died, your colleagues. So we are not joking with misinformation in this government. Luckily, President John Mahama is a communication expert, he understands PR job. So who you filter the content well and say what they are not consumer. No? You don't just give it out because all the money are you a joker?
I am not.
No, they are not. Anything I say police for me, I know so what 8 years, walk a quarter, I'm a national security for that. But because you himself information one, I right to know who's through. And here, member of parliament, Mr. Ranking member, defense and interior, big push. When you say information, I writer, bring it and come and let us investigate it. Now, as I'm on the information, right say, one someone say now Binti and one past government official, a current official, all the cocaine back from one. Only some company don't know. You think that we allow people to be consuming drugs in this country and then they'll go haywire on this end? Do you know how it will cost the health ministry to go and tell those things? So, Captain, we are serious people. We are not joking.
No, so you're April Fool's. I'm
Captain Dedika, I mentioned your friend saying, "Na last Saturday, I have a birthday. Almost sending me messages and well wishes. You know, me that will be as. I think that there is no issue, and some of these things are possible because of system. No, too much emotions. And some people think it's easily to capitalize on these emotions and become politically relevant. And I think they fuel this kind of misinformation and disinformation campaign. Now, Captain, the funniest part of it all is what can I say? Now, all delete politics from what is happening. Now, what can I say? Now, we have common sensical analysis. Clearly, you see,
okay. First point.
Captain, it doesn't matter where we stand across the political divide. Obiani who support cocaine, and Obiani who are buying by cocaine business. Obatina TV so, and our Batina baby, I bought a buying number to say, Monkosona Munyo cocaine. It's something it's on head of everybody will speak against it. But when the situation is not like that, you don't project it for political expediency, Captain. To begin with, John Mahama Baye or on the 7th of January 2025. And 91 days. That is 3 months. Captain, a bang and our capture political power. Now, within the first 3 months, say even though you cocaine within 3 months, and even security agencies set it up in then he will set in motion cocaine business. That is the first red flag that you need to understand. Because Oko police are the only person that has been changed at the IGP. Beyond that, all the security architecture, everything is in place. And again, Captain, to move beyond that. Within this period, no, there has been 3 high-profile cocaine busts in this country. So, Abina all your cocaine, no, Sabina Abina Ninkro for cocaine within 3 months on 3 occasions. Does it make sense? Abana or cocaine, no, Onua Ninkro for within a period of 3 months, and cocaine is no more or more in recent time, no. In recent times, Yanchi Bisa, so Bisa was in the last 80 years, you know, is this something and I costing a bit more boom when you go. Now within 3 months, you know, Obi and Jumana all basted. It's a relevant question you should be asking. Because for the government to confiscate your friends saying that's tons of drugs within this country, within this period, at this time, you know, clearly the credit must go to security agencies for doing this particular thing. And then who your positioner, you pro-feder. Said Nipa who are behind it, you know, they're the very people we must chase. But to conclude and say, there was suspicious flight moving in the first place, the first bust in their course now, estimation there around 350 million, no? Captain. It was busted on the 4th of April.
That's right.
Your friend said 4th of March 2025 way. Plane now was according to Intim Forger way, no. The first plane landed on the 12th. Spent 13 days and left on what? 25th. But your friend said cocaine or can was no. Before even the flight even came into this country. Maybe that is something people are not before the flight came to this country. Then the second one I am made when I buy it, according to Felix, or say your friend say Omode near my buy just to assist this one to repair, no, came on the 20th and left on the 25th. Then the second cocaine bust, you know, was arrested. Your friend saying, Koforibia Takra the highway. That was on the 2nd or 3rd of April. Captain, and this is even the date in as for what this particular thing. They are highly unrelated in any way. And as Ghanaians, you know, we may be very much concerned about cocaine. Yachi ewo kromase, you know. Na yanka aban na yenhu hawa the persons that are involved, you know. You go after them because say obi ye cocaine. It doesn't matter whether the person is NDC or MPP. All we know is that the person is a cocaine campaign, and we don't want it, and that person must be dealt with. It's as simple as that. But to try to relate it to an unrelated incident, you have no idea, but rather you are just conjecturing because in some of kinds of I said there was suspicious plane. Air cover. Suspicious plane means you are not even sure of the plane. So plane when you're sure, no? How do you even know the content a woman? The one who said carry cocaine and said carry cocaine. And some of these things who put it up there, you should be factually accurate. And the Abra president show interest, you know, a hawk manager, because this is his government and they are saying, say, Abina ban cocaine. Then the president on social media says, I'm also interested in this thing. And what they accept na bra. Provide all the necessary information I may settle this particular matter. Then you go there and say, Namekasa on behalf of committee. Now press conference not anymore, not committee not anymore. You see, some of these childish politics, you know, I'm sure say we need to move beyond that because, Captain, I'm for a serious so what to initiate the geopolitical arena now, share the tensions that are going on. Now how countries are trying to go, your friend saying, that domestic way. Now I'm for abandoning the globalization. Now a chance all your minor want to do near my ya. Ebeka unkwa. What would they do not Trump area? Flashing your friend saying, slapping taxes on countries just like that. And the way a country one position who ye now would do who cartoon send be more or because in recent times na AU at some point is that they blacklisted us because of money laundering. Oh Kroma, in 2020, 2021, 2022. You got to a point your first Ghana embassy, accounts are our Belgium was flagged say the money laundering. Yeah. All these things happen in this country. You understand? So you can see. I know what boy and I can see before 2025. Yeah, you know in the you see you can seek false equivalence. Oh, you can't buy so people will see it in a bad light and as for say I'm for your cocaine business under this way. bring the fact. We will sit here and speak against it. So even president no kwa na eton cocaine una evidence, bring it. We will chase him out of this country. You understand? Because we will not be sitting here and be condoning anything. But why you don't have the fact, you don't have any information, you just go into the public space and misinform people, sell some of these things. At the end of the day, you've been given opportunity to appear before security agencies. You're out there talking nonsense. And then the same gentleman is moving on radio to radio, gallivanting, just attempting to say, I said our videos, sir, or be shown in as a forum. So our evidence, sir. I also feel what can I say? He's moving from one radio. Yesterday, na me what care. Maybe me tie no one of the radio stations. Some of can see as asabi. Announce be acquire underground investigation or video be or be show this sensationalism. No sabi nyansa be edim. Your political party has lost badly. You know that your integrity is battered. You need to build that trust and confidence. But some of these things, young people in this country are very enlightened. I'm for you, say emotionally charged politics, happy sentiment, that kind of you know. If you want to caught the attention of people, come out with facts, relevant ones, because any reasonable person be able to say we actually be able to say what we more captain, because I buy no buy and already 3 months, you know. At me high profile, if I say cocaine on 3 occasions, who be say in the last 8 years, and I yanchi cocaine, na kwa hefa. These are questions you should be asking, because within a period of 3 months, say your team and you can't abaya our record when it comes to cocaine, so they are gonna obiani. Captain Obiani cocaine na era ebi change MV Benjamin na se for no MP a yetimeche no a oton cocaine ye jeli ni man kodam and ntini ye uniform. You see, these are things we've moved past that particular thing, because even if you want to do just politics, people will come from the other side and they will tend to hold this whole conversation into something different. That partisan thing will come in. For me, it is not necessary. We just need to look at the gains na ye make it as a country. Security agency Japan and improve for national security. They are doing a phenomenal job by arresting some of these things. And I think that is a kind of commendation that we need to give them and go after government to say we want details. Make sure you prosecute them. Ghana is doing something. But in a situation where what we do, that kind of politics, you know, politics for me, I think that I don't expect a software to be doing some of these things. Somebody who claims Ghana for a niti okruma na manfosu nyansa. That sorry be go okruma say. Nipa don't know nyansa. That is why a lot of people are relevant. Because let me take you back to UK, Captain. Na asase we sunu apo manya ya kanya mesuma na Lydia na ye UK
omkwa sorry pa chen
Adolf Hitler kwachi omuku omo se nyankopon tena ase ma Adolf Hitler beku omo ntifuri na ko eduru Sunday a uhu park so. You see
the youngest doesn't go to the agent.
Captain, you see China yet no amanfo depressed. Amanfo are emotionally, you know, so people are just taking advantage. What I say, the last time I your first KKD into the America just okurasa be huma maybe anopa or sorry them, we or tell them and I tell them, yeah, meeting you the club sorako. When you see such people, you think oh sum yame. They are not no. There is a deep hole down their hearts. Going to church, you know, is a place I won't go to hide, just to seek refuge. Because on their own they can't survive. Yeah, and probably some of these people, you know, people will ignore them. Now I say we are a Christian. I'm a Catholic. I know you go to church. We worship God. We pray. You know, our individual ways. But we don't front these things. You understand that? But you see, some of these things we in your mini part. Now you're out there as a public person. You need to live to inspire that trust and confidence. You don't go around throwing some of these things around, saying and now enough evidence to substantiate say indeed these are the evidence here. But what accuse you know? You're just throwing some of these half-baked fact out there just to seek political capitals or whatever. At the end of the day, you know, you forget there is the image of the country and now what is on the line, because in some way there are people who might take it serious and then as a forum, and you can even say and I'm saying check cocaine and Chroma within this short period. No, government should be on the alert. Individuals now we probe for information. Instead of Parliament, you can call the minister to come and answer questions regarding some of these things. You can equally call for swift prosecution of this individual. Sabaya abu say oman no ye kwaya nim. Na nipa na akwachi cocaine within 3 months almost 3 or high profile way no. That person are working soon say the fence say oton keke na. Does it make any sense?
It is very difficult to provide visual proof of drugs and cash.
But how do you know the quantity?
Now suspicious play now and according to him. No. How do you know that?
Chairman, but Bible no or my credentials of a pastor. Who a pastor is? So for credit on my young kind. Okay, Timothy chapter 1. I can Titus 1.
How did Timothy
Timothy
Timothy. So a pastor should be of good reputation. 1. Both within the church and outside the church. 2. Demonstrating integrity 3. And trustworthiness. 4. And here number 1. Number 2. A pastor should exhibit emotional stability and avoid
that is emotional intelligence.
Excesses like drunkenness and violence. It's in the Bible. A credential of a pastor. A pastor
I take exception.
No, I'm saying
honorable, please.
Are you trying to free you?
There be drunkenness and also trying to free you. The team for July knew on no monster.
Oh, there is
now, Captain, even this issue isn't even about say or your software and I say on your software or your software, no your politics. He has every right.
Yes.
Say, well, who's a cocaine business? I know because in the field, you know, I'm on for them cocaine or say so software crowd. I extra duty man to do some of this, and for me,
it will add additional value.
Yes, I like that energy on his part. But you see, you don't venture into an arena of nothing and seek to create that kind of political momentum because the party has gone into opposition. You are finding a way to revive, so they are revisiting those old, your friends, a playbook. Let us accuse a person, and we have people in the media who harness on some of these. So I know the day, though, people are not even talking about the issues. People are not interrogating the issue, but rather people are tagging John Mahama as a person, as a cocaine person. It doesn't make sense in any way. So I know the day people are unable to, and the political space is such that people are emotionally charged. You see people who should know better on various social media platforms writing certain things they don't even understand. You understand? So that kind of political capital now all seeking to get out of this, you know, that is my problem. But as an MP or any issue now about government, he has every right to talk about it. But don't say things are winning. Now you don't conjecture. You understand? Political space and the conjecture any relevance because a man for fact check and
more man is space na
but that space has been given to him. Captain, space ben here. Actually, the whole president will write to say you should be invited by the security. In the past, you know, yenya low budget can the book at Neza Okroma say Captain Smart. You know very well say or no onti okra na campus what see their work. And some hunu na se for no. Akufo no benya da age say your friend say mate their work on na only security agencies for enco calibrate. It never happened.
No budget can the book at Neza.
Low budget.
No budget.
Onua onuru Nebuchadnezzar or so just who is in the Bible the number. And say who kwa no be you say. But you have a president our culture say Matilda Okano, cocaine, me and as a president, I'm interested. And your software is good. So, President Banka says, no evidence now on go and meet security agencies and make sure say we resolve the issue. And then you are backtracking and you are in the media speaking as if say you have tons of evidence. Hey, it doesn't make sense.
There is a one yes, I'm
oh, you see, I think that is childish.
It's one yes, I'm let's say I call your boy, David Okwati. But
I think, sir, cocaine issues for Krumhano to say the Ivan Kayano.
in the last 8 years, maintain say
yes, and America say
nebi nkoso.
Jebi, obi a we nyansani bi aka say we che na 8 years no a single cocaine. 3 months then the government in power and so on na eye cocaine no ase ache ni nkrofo. Does it even make sense? Asem we nyansani and the also for na bia obi ntu ne fosa na yere ben na. On whisper to the minimum say I didn't the grass because nyansani bia no be believe in this thing. You understand? I say wa media Van Dam for the MPP on the come on Jachan. So be a quaquada. And there's on the media Van Dam and then on nam radio way on nam how on nam ha. He's all over the place. Yeah, he is. As a Van Dam media Van Dam on the come on be a
10-6.
As a that media Van Dam, I just said I almost Wakasa radio station be on Kenyans as 7 so. Say, obviously, say, Opaso ya popular near Uncle who Sakwade and Satawale na Omonia Nyome, and that's Obakobara. Yeah, Okolabo, you know, Obara. I think that you see, Captain, we need to get serious. Now, you must have men. I'm saying, say, John Mahama new government aba. So we are Ghana na idea and writer. You have every right because it is our duty as young people to ensure say we straighten things up and make sure say the government will do the right thing, and that should be our focus. But nema enka hono yes answer old politics na ya they say ho aba besim no uni factor just shut up somewhere. What I say no. But for MP nipa amanfo mmerewafo adi life so ahomachi akoto aba ama wo brene amuamane could you money more parliament and I think and now for lose confidence in the kind of politics that we do here in leadership. What I say, we must begin to put premium on the power among for the mile. Now, nipa ni 2 million because president amount that particular opportunity. Hey, and so easy sao. Amount that go and meet them. Then you see say your friend saying I can't collaborate. But then make say when you omuti when your president oye cool kakra na nka okonya emu binuma kasa amre bia nka onam togo nwura mu afa na owura boda no
asori na oye pastor
Mpacho minim
onko na sorry that
I say we expelling from the church
na sa on asori na there
I say that members in asori it's a fact. It is a fact. Immediately, no. Now, almost spelling of you until the investigation is done. No one's on your truffle. Then just answer and answer our dear business and what didn't go for you, or that the more Joe Muscadi. Tell someone to answer him because it's not credible.
So some of these things are very serious, because the international communities, one of some of these allegations are the number of way or model best subject you through the
you come also for beer or castle Emma can the castle back one cover finance want to be that. The person was already yes. I'm a Crawford Johnny Finance one because empty.
Investor confidence is key, and Captain,
it's a major problem, it's a major issue, and I think that is what it's doing. Or person you be like credibility. Say I could be for any bilateral agreement. I don't want GND. So that on make say, oh, I ban one they are not getting international support. Then you will run the state down for your own interest. The second power there, because when way these people Kotani leper away and now the baby they said we'll go to coma papa be cry the car or trick car and the battery when I can't say engine off no I say Kotani no born non piaka no what years I see ye the piaka ye said the piaka now we say I'll be doing you as member of parliament what's your constituency
anyway Chief Justice issue no more career Captain. Say I'm on fire. They say all the petition you got.
But honestly, I think I need a Saturday political show. I need a Saturday morning show.
Yeah, in the show.
Yeah,
very.
I need a Saturday morning show.
Like the key point.
Like from 7 to 11 we are done.
Yeah, who here?
It'll be interesting.
7 to 11. Nick, 7 to 11 we are done. We can start me.
Monshisha ni. Bana pamba be fire there beba.
Oh, that be said no your cost.
No, Mr. Ju.
do no ba be fire dey beba. Captain, I think that they didn't I think that Chief Justice has submitted the response. And who one of the propaganda newspapers naturally say response now response that is meant to be given to Chief Justice, you know. But I say now who content here who is so some of this media thing is important. But Captain made be I can say Nema Ekosi go beyond the Chief Justice. Many are be any personal distance against it. It is about the judiciary system and the integrity actor form Ghana ni be hwem sesabi amanfo benya ahotoso ni gidie e judiciary so individuals no mudi animu no enya ade a niema ne nhyehyeye ne kwan mfa so mo conduct obo ho ede that kind of arishemu no ehye judiciary ma captain will be endangering the very prospect of our democracy, endanger its foundation, and then your integration, your coercion, will be under threat. And then no, and who here said, the essay ye biana, about fine ya bagan and young dream say, Semene, Binya Sema, I can trust the court. Means trust you be a court no kwa there been some call her many justice. But we've gotten to a point, yet you cry and trust your court. How much more will from one chamber? Most of the international arbitration companies don't move from timber, you know, be anywhere professor they prefer the international arbitration, international court and so forth. Yes, into a name we are then we can live in a country and have this thing. So for me, I think that's very, very important. I'm for more read the political meaning to some of these things. So what's not Chroma from 2017 to now what who the cost way judiciary then some cost Chroma not while read the public survey any other polls are cost regarding the level of trust and confidence among for a judiciary. It will be the interest of everybody for us to reset these institutions, not just the Chief Justice. For me, on the Supreme Court bench, there are a lot of individuals we have to just vet them and know, say, when it comes to integrity, credibility, qualification, you'll be qualified, and you must be damned to conclude that once the person has qualification, they are good to go. No. We are talking about justice dispensation, the integrity of the person sitting there, the trust and confidence people have in them is very key. And for me, these are things that we need to. We went into an era. A certain president decided, so we made a packet court, and he was bringing in friendly peoples. Now, Manfo Nim said they have this fraternal relationship, partisan allegiance, and this kind of way to individuals. These are individuals. I don't go court, Niema I see one time for Ghana for. So it is very, very important to say, you follow the due process. Say, Council of State, the president, I know that the petition or who said there are substance in it. I'll be very disappointed when there are no substance in it. That if there are substance in it, and 7 Nipano can emodura. We shouldn't be now anyway have a patch out no, we shouldn't be condoning those things because it is the destiny of this country that is on the line. It is our form and now be a coso you first a constitutional description, now petition fall within that particular range. Now we're able to prove it. I think she must go. And unfortunately for us, we don't live in a country that people are decent enough to know, sir. The public are against me, and for that matter, I'm going. Captain, show you what to see. It is not about you sitting here. It is about the many people watching you from outside. That's right. So, yeah, that's more listeners. About 90% abegino demonstrations. Say, Captain Smart, do you think the management will let you hear? Because you are here because of them. They are the very people who give life to the program. And you are doing it because of them. You go to where you be accepted. You understand? So in any decent country, the Chief Justice will not even expose herself to this kind of embarrassment. Because you know very well, people don't want you there because of you are why. Na Chief Justice ultimately can say meditate ashe be bottom there. Yes, I never we were hefa. And the name na ekosne ba ya wan kasa no. You resign and go to save yourself. But to be subjected to this kind of scrutiny, public, you can say whole of where for me, I think that is unnecessary. And going forward, these are things people who rise to political prominence must begin to learn. Say it is not always an ADBI fight. If we have trust, if you have respect for the people, there are certain things on our own, we should let it go. In UK, we've seen a number of prime ministers who resign. Now, the most powerful position, Bakwe Wasasi, so is to be a prime minister of UK. But people let it go because of the respect they have for people. But in our part of the world, such things will never happen. Messi Nipanua and the oxygen shen him ya catch us will be next 3 hours cry and no the be oh my power don't go. Oh yes. Pabrane Okasa wo fane oh the cat or the bewu na I won't Mugabi or call you and Okura Poma just or was so now man for or more na no not a quite you and him or Jano Bushy form. That is how we are. Power now, you have project power no, but you nimnyansa how we use it. But the whole essence of power is you use it to serve people. The people must trust and respect us. At any point in time, if that trust and confidence is not there, you become irrelevant. It's not about what you know. It is not about where you've risen to. But in our part of the world, no, I think there is a lesson everybody anywhere should learn. Nipana also mono. Eduru baby so from Mpewa. Men fight it, just go because you are there because the people want you there. And if they don't need you anymore, you have no value to them. And that is the kind of ethics, that kind of values as you put you in a governance system. Now some of these things, because the air cost to you, if all the facts come to bear, now constantly fighting back and forth, the Chief Justice do you think that people have trust in the judiciary anymore? It will not happen. And at the end of the day, the Chief Justice also a scar be on her conscience, and she will have in mind some individual because definitely she will know her accusers. And at the end of the day, now I don't know how some of these things are going to pan out. So for me, it is very, very important. These things are not emotional. Let us follow through and bring this institution apart. Aside that, and there are several other institutions that we need to do the same thing just to ensure that once again confidence will come home. Once again people will have trust because captain, you know very well say many of our institutions in recent times have come under some kind of political way. So decisions were being made, were being dictated to them. Bank of Ghana as a financial institution are only in charge of monetary policies in Asifokra. At some point in time became a printing press. Printing money to finance somebody's foolishness. I know the day no Kenyans parliamentarians did demonstration in this country. What happened? The Bank of Ghana governor was bold enough to call themselves. Also, we are rascals.
But when you're bored, a chair Wednesday, Amy Yapa, Yam Papa Sampiale. Amy Yapa, Papa. Why are you?
Yeah.
Or but if you had 2 weeks, no, why are it's so shocking. Say, I want to make a Czech Republic. I'm an uncle, because uncle.
Oh, what's this?
And I think that beyond the no, very nice. He's one person. You go on radio, he will call you. Just say, oh, he's a very fantastic person. This is unfortunate. It's unfortunate that this thing, I see, but I obeying.
Anyway,
yeah.
Honorable
Captain, me, Chief Justice Assembly, we dear. Right? I've always have one opinion on this. When him say, now Mbrebe Musi, the Papa Jasco, as a former speaker, Maakye, in Parliament. Now, Ghanaians raise concern in the corruption and the act in corruption in the parliament. What the parliamentarians do, they voted him out. One year speaker view, and I'm only back by this country, Ghana, and I'm Martin Alamisi Amidu. Betray say, Nanado is a loamy soil of corruption. Just say, or say the president and the presidency is a loamy soil of corruption. Just say, do corruption na Dubai as I say Dubai na loamy soil. What did Ghanaians do? Ghanaians voted Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo the MPP out. Now, Musa Dankwa Ekoye in survey. They said about 75% of Ghanaians they don't have trust in the judiciary, and that the judiciary is not a credible institution again. So if these people are also brought in this view and opinion, either there's a due process or be the petition about I'm opinion for the due process to do it. Me, I don't see anything wrong about that. So for 7 days, 10 days. What's submitted? The committee to sit on it. And then the panel say, Captain, Assembly lobby man. Also in the panel, they need 2 people who are not lawyers, ordinary people. There's some call never things from there. So if it's due fit. Some are meaning same way about say prima facie case is established. No more recommended for the removal. I think it's the best thing to do. And I said with Ivan, sure, yes, see, this is Mammy on himself or suspecting could be around. Then at the end of the day, you end up almost Mammy no fine on Colacotana Judiciary. You know what happened is? Who do you ask him call her? What an hour me, you know? You will find it difficult. I think cleaning up the judicial system is very paramount to us. Because, and then, you say a police for who they ask him call on this car, or judiciary is the only place himself some corner justice. There is some even himself him call the judicial service and I'm in the court. Let me justice what mess? Just who settle it on the street. Yes, who settle it on the street.
Your court to be an amnesty. We need GH. Your court. Now, Omone, Omaya will be very say a qua judge and remand ye. Till you. Omone judge and aka. Just on where you will be. And see, you could do, you know, lawyer Baffo and some was supple. Sorry, you Mukasawi, you know. Anna, National Security Chief Inspector no prosecutor on behalf of the state, no. Chanani, and I'll catch there. Police for no one said when you're handcuffed and ready, the judge is coming to remand them. Judge going to Masun. Hey, yes.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
How do you know that?
He said it
as a prosecutor.
Yes, he said it. Or friend police and he said, get the handcuffs ready. They remand them. Judge needs to see the table, no so Troy. Or say, who be a war case now. Facts not presented to the courts now. A chess, SSO remand him.
I see.
Inti.
And the judge no conscious, no person driving the political lane. Yeah. What would have happened?
Granting a bill, around 11 something, granting a bill.
That's where the situation is.
Delay, my boy, 645. Nature say court upon register Kusi. Nobody here call. And the next agenda is now your call. Now you say judge in the NDC. Your judge now you the almost share. You see, from now your call register office now you real bill. You be coffee, no me bufu ye. Tonight lawyer Bafo say mamen kasa na me say me kasa. I am prepared to go to jail. Because judge or baba koso wo form ho no so di masem say yes me be cool me to yi. Oh no so ma me bill. You saw a young girl into judge ne pay me.
Hey,
yes.
That's me. So all politically motivated.
But see, your ma wa banye juma, na your ma very sensitive position in this country here. Me ma two individuals. Kojo Afrajan, Georgina Theodora Wood. Look at these two people.
Yeah.
One, Rollins now appointing Kojo Afrajan.
Yeah.
Kojo Afrajan su ne de buy ne said oye na juma nti Kufu ntimi enyi
Yeah.
Kufu ja ne hokoi. Atamius ebeton no. Ode Mahama ba first time. Answer. Mahama kofa Charlotte Sayaba. Dent na Kojo Afrajan. Obi entimi enyi no. Bisa ho. Why? Dent na Kojo Afrajan obi entimi enyi no. Georgina Wood. Sekufo na bo ni din.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dent na Professor Samuel Sebaye. When you Georgina Wood. Musamu. Nti yan fan say Georgina Wood or MPP ni yan kan sa because Kufo na de Ghana de di wan no. Dent na Professor Samuel say nyina di.
Oye nti adukoye ho.
Dent na Mahama twen ya mama me no ne time so ye. Answer peacefully. Akọ retirement. Ekira wo say ye wo nipa ne bi wo ho a wo de adwuma ma won say wonye wo memu ha. What the nipa appointed woman not to chain. And woman political affiliation to chain.
Yeah.
A show mine.
Sure.
Chief Justice way or way. Obey a woman organizer.
Nadukoye.
Oh really?
Adukoye.
Oh.
I don't have that info.
Chairman Adukoye.
It is finished.
That's
it is finished.
It's true because said na musikai. So the conduct so with the conversation that causing na adeba kwam for highlight arrogance, that kind of attitude.
Yes,
like
And your cases will be
ward everybody off. That kind of attitude, you know. And I'm say other institutional heads or Adentina Obianko Obiadi and people are calling say and the petition is not as if President Nakwakocho is coming from Ghanaians. And the people who want this woman gone, no, I am more than the president. You understand?
I mean, the survey even shows.
My fancy and Minkaus. I don't know. Now, me, I do much now. A Bank of Ghana story, no.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, a Bank of Ghana story. And Nakanda can I be so? Any idea? We'll do that story. But let me say this in conclusion to our beautiful ladies in this country. Real women do not ask men for money.
Yes. A lot of fair.
Real women don't ask men for money. Your behavior puts you in our budget.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Captain.
Okay, okay.
You see, there is this culture. First, you know, not marriage, some kind of slavery engagement or ban kokosum bema jumane say onhwe oba. But this
era, slaves.
And a partnership. You don't go to your friends at the table with nothing. Men, you don't go into this thing with the mentality obi baba shame, and that is a near my idea shaman for a dream with the very moment I will not buy trim price other than the phone by the credit. You see, when you do some of these things, you expose yourself, and you see,
it's your behavior that
sometimes
in our budget.
Oh, it's annoying. It's really annoying. It's annoying. It's not a matter of
people out.
No, Debbie.
No, but that is fact. Yeah, to one here what table.
Oh, yeah, here we are, but I'm here.
No, Asamna here can. We are seeking to empower.
May say finally, may say real women do not ask men for money.
Maybe they do it's partnership.
It's your behavior.
Yes, it's partnership. You empower people
in our budget. Yeah.